Have you ever caught yourself saying, okay, calm down, or maybe, why did I do that? And then immediately wondered, wait, am I crazy for talking to myself? Here's the truth. Talking to yourself is not a sign of instability. In fact, psychological research shows it can be a sign of mental strength. Self-talk is one of the brain's most powerful tools for managing emotions, solving problems, and shaping identity. Your brain is constantly generating thoughts. When those thoughts turn into words, whether spoken out loud or silently in your mind, that's self-talk. And it serves a very real psychological purpose. First, it helps with emotional regulation. Imagine you're about to walk into a job interview. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty, and you quietly say, "You've prepared for this. Just breathe." That isn't strange. That's your brain activating higher level thinking to calm your stress response. Research shows that when people speak to themselves in the second or third person, like saying, "You've got this," it creates emotional distance. That distance reduces anxiety and improves performance under pressure. Elite athletes do this. Public speakers do this. It's a cognitive strategy, not a weakness. Second, self-talk improves problem solving. Think about the last time you were confused and said, "Okay, if I do this first, then that." Speaking through a problem slows your thinking just enough to make it more structured. It activates working memory and helps organize information. In simple terms, self-talk turns mental noise into clarity. But the most powerful part of self-talk is this. It shapes your identity. The way you speak to yourself becomes the way you see yourself. If your inner voice constantly says, "I always mess things up," your brain begins treating that as truth. But if your inner dialogue sounds like, "That didn't work, but I can figure it out," you reinforce resilience instead of shame. Over time, these small internal sentences build beliefs, and beliefs build behavior. Think about a breakup. One person tells themselves, "Of course this happened. I'm not enough." Another says, "This hurts, but I'll grow from it." Same event, different internal script, completely different psychological outcomes. So here's something to consider. If someone followed you around all day repeating every sentence you say to yourself, would that voice sound supportive or critical? Because the most important conversation you will ever have is the one happening inside your own mind. And once you become aware of it, you can start shaping it.